I want you guys to welcome him. His name is Cleo. So we're going to do the thing that we started Mascala. Sinzani? But the blues are not doing, eh? Let's go. We're going to start here. Let's go. You must record that and say it's a tribal thing in Africa. You see? Look. Okay, please put your hands together for the next act. Let's start from here. Let's start clapping. All the way to Malawi. Diamonds on my future, dog. Paparazzi knocking my fame, dog.
I'm scared because last time I checked it, people are being xenophobia attacked. So I just want to make sure, I don't get xenophobia attacked. Guys, my name is Cleo. My name is Cleo Bonny, and I am from Malawi in South Africa. My parents are from, my mother is from Malawi and my father is from South Africa. So I call myself Salawian. When I came to South Africa, this country is very interesting. It's a country that I really do enjoy doing crime. Very beautiful country for the crime. Most of the thugs in this country are reading ambassador. They read, they do a lot. They read, and the language is good. And last time I learned the first word I learned in this country was fuck off. There was a time that I had, this bad cough. So I went to one of the shops, and as I was there, I asked the shopkeeper. I said, "Please, can you please give me the medicine for cough?" Then he says, "For cough?" Then I went out. I'm asking the security outside, like, what's going on? Because he says, like, I should just fuck off. Then he says, no, what did you do? I said, no, I asked for the medicine. He said, no, he's asking, is it for cough? So this is a very beautiful country. And the thieves here, I gotta tell you, more civilized people, more civilized thieves I've ever seen in my life. Because in my country, thieves, actually, they're not people to play with. Now here, in this country, you find that, somebody comes to you and say, I'm working. Where are you working? No, I'm working with you. Then the next thing he says, where's your wallet? But you said you're working. He said, yes. Do you have something on you? I said, yes. Sometimes I say, no. He says, what if I search your pockets and find something? What should we do to you? But why? These are my pockets. These are not your pockets. He says, no. Then I give him the wallet. The good thing about these people, South Africa is a very beautiful country, I must tell you, because, that's why Nigerians have turned the Johannesburg into a spaza shop, This guy, I give him a wallet. I got 1,000 in there. Then he asked me, the next thing he asked me, like, where are you going? I said, no, I'm just going to Joburg. Then he said, how much is to go to Joburg? I said, $10. He gives me $10, then he takes $990. What kind of a thief is that gives you change? They can even give you back your if they take your cell phone, they can give you back your SIM card. This is a very beautiful country. I love being here, and this is a very beautiful country because, but there's one race in this country that has never been car hijacked before. And this race is the Indian race. And specifically, to be specific, these are Hindus. You'll notice that Hindus have a red dot, and we call it a panic button. And the car hijackers are afraid because when they look at that panic button on their feet, motherfucker, they gotta go. Because they're thinking that's a panic button, and when you button, it's a tracker. They'll find you. Perhaps it is designated if you download the application for that, I was going through something, there's something called, it's an application on Google. This application is an application that when you scan a picture, it translates into words. You know, if you, let's say you take a Donald Trump picture, and then you scan, it will say he's gay or whatsoever. But this time around, what I was doing is,
Yeah.
this time around, I was taking a picture, I was scanning a picture of a cat eating. Now, it has to translate this picture, this image, into words. Now, you know, back in the days, what were they calling a cat? There was another name that they were using to call a cat. Pussy, right? Then imagine, you already know what was written there. So, the cat is eating, then the Google translated pussy eating.
Yeah.
Well, all right, good. You see, these applications are applications that actually, you know, we have to be careful about, you know. The one thing that I realized is I was going through Google, I understand that, I don't know if that's true, they say masturbation does kill cancer. Yeah, I don't do that though. I don't know, you know, because I don't know how people do the masturbation and things like that, but that's one thing that I've learned in this country. Now, I realize that people are copycats. People are copycats. You know, even men are copycats. There are things that we don't need to be copied. Now, this guy, this friend of mine, he was telling me that his girlfriend was asking him, why does he cheat? Now, he says, mostly everybody else is doing it. I'm just copying. Why should I not cheat the most?
Yeah.
You know, so there are things that we need to, you know, focus on. We don't need to be copying almost everything that we... Now, one thing that I realized recently, there's you know, we have to familiarize ourselves with the names of drinks. I was at one of the hotels where one lady, white lady, okay, good. There was one white lady who came to me. I was sitting there by the bar, and she comes. Then he says, could you please give this guy sex on the beach? I quickly went to buy condoms.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, okay, the sex on the beach is something that I'm gonna have to buy condoms for. Yeah. So this is a very beautiful country, guys. Thank you very much, and I appreciate being here. Thank you.